Okay then guys, what's going on? Cloud Plays here and welcome back to another video here on the channel. And today we're inside of Diablo 4 where we've got a load of news coming your way, including a new hotfix that's just hit. We've got some background information with regards to the horse mounts boosting through barricades, and we've also got some talk about the iron skin elixirs and more billion crit damages. We love to see it indeed. Now with that being said, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be gratefully appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favorite flavor is cherry vanilla, but you guys can get an array of flavors down in the description by clicking on the link and using code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. With that being said, let's dive on in to the news inside of Diablo. So starting off, Adam Fletcher actually posted up late last night stating we have a small second hotfix for patch 1.1.1 rolling out as we speak. Hotfixes take a couple of hours to hit everyone. So when we take a look into this, we have got hotfix 2, which is pretty damn boring to be completely honest with you. But this one here is a bug fix that states a bug fix an issue where Temerity's barrier max was determined by base health instead of max health, and miscellaneous again, the infamous further stability improvements. We love it. We love it, Adam Fletcher. So many stability improvements. Eventually you'd think that they'd actually be able to make some further stability improvement. Anywho, without getting too angry on the situation, Joe Shelley posts up this right here stating, we're going to allow the mount charge to break through barricades. I realize I didn't state this explicitly during the Diablo 4 campfire chat today, but as we knew full well, even though he did say that, we didn't see anything inside of patch 1.1.1 with regards to the barricades being able to be broken by the mount boost. But we have got a post right here that stated just yesterday, thought the same thing, can't get through barricades. Joe Shelley thought this was getting added in 1.1.1. Now Joe Shelley actually responds back with the mount boost on controller is fixed in 1.1.1. Other mount changes are coming in future. Don't you just love the full communication that comes from the guys? Jesus Christ. But if you guys are on controller, the mount boost is now fixed and rectified. But if you are on PC, mouse and keyboard, you may still be having this issue, which considering it's where most of Diablo's fanbase is, it is a shame to see, but you're just going to have to deal with it for now. On top of that though, we have got some things that are going to be making repercussions in 1.1.2, and right here as you can see is an article on Icy Veins stating stock up on iron skin elixirs before patch 1.1.2. Now why is that going to be the case exactly? They state here, don't forget to stock up on iron skin elixirs ahead of patch 1.1.2. The patch eliminates the option to farm them endlessly as indicated in the official patch notes. If you're having a rough time in World Tier 4 or playing hardcore, you most definitely want to stock up on iron skin elixirs now. The elixir grants you 900 armor and is great for nightmare dungeon farming and pushing. So people have made a Reddit thread right here which kind of goes into a little bit more detail with it, so make sure you go and show it some love. Like always, the links are all down in the description for everything we cover, but you can see they say patch 1.2 released on August 15th disables a way to farm infinite iron skin elixirs, which I didn't know was a thing until it's mentioned in the patch notes. Just want to put it out there for folks if you are looking to stock up on these elixirs for high nightmare farming and pushing. Go to this location here, because I can't pronounce that for the life of me, and accept the quest Desperate Remedies from Elder Lu near the waypoint. Talk to 3 people in the area, then to Elder Lau again, and then inspect the first body outside the area marked by the quest. It drops an iron skin elixir. Abandon the quest and repeat. Grab a rogue with move speed on amulet, boots, and full dark shroud stack, and you should just zoom through this for a ton of elixirs. There we have it, nice and easy movement, but these are obviously going to be patched in the new patch 1.1.2, so if you guys are wanting those iron skin elixirs for your end game content, then now is the time to go ahead and try and farm those. So let's dive on into what else we've got right here. Next up, though, we have got another billion damage crit, and this one is coming from a necromancer, the Mendelin necromancer 1 billion crit. As we can see right here, a Reddit user working army 8590 did a crit over 1 billion against Uber Lilith whilst playing a Mendelin summoner necromancer build. This is a really, really interesting one. We'll show you the clip in just a moment, but it states here the Mendelin is the endgame necromancer build built around the Ring of Mendelin. It's literally the best necromancer build you can possibly play in the ongoing season of Malignant. As you can see in the video below, the build is powerful, enabling you to deal 1 billion damage crits against Uber Lilith. And as you can see right here, the video footage is absolutely incredible as he runs in with his minions, which was in the original pre-season, wasn't all that strong. It was still okay, but if you weren't running a Bone Spear build, it wasn't really the go-to. But this right here is absolutely incredible, and you can see that the damage build-up is just bonkers to see a crit with 1 billion and just wipe out Uber Lilith. Very, very clever indeed, and something that we all need to take inspiration by. This again is the 2nd billion damage, crit damage build sort of thing that we've seen over the last few days, or at least the second one that I've seen online, and these things are so going to get hit soon, no matter how many times the devs have actually stated they're not going to. Now, we just want to end the video on this post right here. That kind of says quite a lot, actually, and something that I feel like I potentially may agree with quite a lot. But it states, I'm really trying to grind to 100, but this might be the most sleep-inducing grind ever in a game. Level 80 TB Rogue, and I get about 6 or 7 Nightmare Dungeon runs before I literally start falling asleep. My completionist OCD and finishing the final tier of season reward is keeping me locked into this silly grind, but this is mind-numbing. I haven't seen gear upgrade in 10 years, even though I definitely have pieces that can be marginally improved. It's just breeze through dungeon, port to Kyovashad, sell, dismantle, repeat, and that's it. And it's like 8 runs per level depending on what sigil I have. It could be more. 20 levels of this seems masochistic. I can't even pronounce that word either. We're having a bad day today, boys. What do? And I think that this is true. This is something that we're all finding to be a bit of a problem inside of the game right now, where it's actually just the end game grind, and this is where a lot of games go wrong. The storyline was incredible, the build-up was absolutely phenomenal, and then the end game grind where you have to just literally level through the absolute pitfall of the end game is ridiculous. You're running through nightmare dungeons, you go and dismantle, maybe even sell the gear, and then you might even potentially have one piece of gear that you can upgrade with, run it back, run through another nightmare dungeon, gain a paragon point, put that paragon point in, carry on, run it through, get back to Kyovashad, sell, dismantle, and run again. And the repeatedness of this is just absolutely mental. And because we don't have a group finder, the likelihood is that most of you guys are running this solo, which will make things even more mind-numbing. The game does completely change and become a whole different game when you get into a group. But unfortunately, as we're finding through all the online servers, that people are not utilizing that factor all too often. Maybe their friends don't play anymore, or they just don't have friends that play the game in general. They really enjoy the game, but are not seeing the full potential that it can bring because there's no group finder for players to run a nightmare dungeon with maybe 3 other people or even 2 other people, or if you're really desperate for it, even just 1 other person, just to be able to do something with another player inside of the game. I want to know what your opinions are down in the comment section below, but at the moment, this is all just negative. I really need Diablo to come up with something positive because I'm getting tired of making these negative videos where I just state that everything's bad and it's just not doing great and we're bored and everything's dull, and we're kind of like shouldn't be having to deal with that so early on into the season when each season is around 3 months long. Like, why the hell are we having to experience that already? Let me know your guys' opinions down in the comment section below. Appreciate you all. Thanks again for watching. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.